as a part of my radio show is focused on leadership, and I'm curious about um, what you consider to be good leadership qualities, and maybe you could give an example of how you use them through your years as a contractor.
There's a lot of different views about what leadership it is.
Your view.
That's why we have Trump. He's got a view.
He sure does.
My view of leadership, so that I can sleep at night, is that you got to be involved with who you're leading. That you've got to take into consideration the needs of the people you're leading. You can't always fulfill those needs, but you should be aware of them and try your best to deal with them so that the feeling that they have is they want to work with you. They want to be in your employ.
Can you share a specific story in your career where this played out?
No, I can only tell you that I've been successful at what I want to do. That there's very rarely that I have complaints, either personal or people telling me about other people who feel I was not fair. Most people understand that I'm a contractor. I can't hire every musician in New York. I'm going to hire people I think that's the best. People that a lot is people I've worked with before who I feel I owe stuff to. And that some I'm not going to be able to hire. You can hate me for that, but that's not understanding. That I'm limited. I'm limited in what I can do. I get emails every day from musicians. I answer every email. I may not use them. I answer them. I thank them for sending it to me. I tell them I'm going to add them to my list, which I do. I try to be honest, but I'm limited, right? And if I'm negotiating a salary with you, right, I can't give you everything you want, but I try to understand, and I know what I can afford, and I do what I can. I never say to a person, I don't like what you did, you're never going to work for me again. People do that. Right? So, you can't win them all, but if you understand the needs of other people, I sometimes hire somebody and they get a better job. And they call me up and say, can I get out? My answer is always yes. You got a better job, go ahead. I don't feel negative towards them. I don't feel I'll never call them again. I know what I would want. I know when I was working for contractors that I sometimes had to call and say, I have another job, can I get out?
You talked before very eloquently about African Americans feeling threatened now the way Jewish people did when you were here.
Yes.
Can you talk about what it would be like to feel threatened? My dad's brother, who's younger than you, he's probably in his 70s. I mean, Irish, Italian kids would just. He was a genius. My uncle, but he was spastic and kind of, out there. And these guys used to just every day stick his head in the toilet. But I mean, in terms of can you talk about that that feeling of feeling threatened?
Yeah. I went to school in a yeshiva my grandparents wanted me to be a rabbi. To their credit, when I finally said I don't want to do that, I never got a negative answer from them, and nor did it affect our relationship. But I did as a younger child. And as you know, I'm not tall, I'm not muscular, I've always been one of the shortest people in whatever association I have. And on my way to the yeshiva, I used to walk past a non-Jewish neighborhood, white, but non-Jewish. And there was always this one guy who would stop me and taunt me. He never hit me, but he threatened. And he called me names. Jew something, right? I guess I was 10, maybe 10 years old. And I told my father. My father said, the next time he threatens, and next time he calls your name, hit him. And I did.
Was that in your nature to?
No.
No. You took a shot at him?
Yeah.
How did it come out? How did it work out?
He never bothered me again. He never bothered me again.
But
The only time, all right.
yeah, I mean, and as far as just Jewish people, that collectively they felt threatened. I mean, in what?
We were threatened. Isn't that we felt threatened? We weren't threatened.